Joining me tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. I'm Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
So Detroit will get the first possession. Now the starting group for the visitors. Devin Booker out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Banchero. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Embiid in at the center position.
High percentage look right off the bat.
And here's Cincinnati. Lillard fires away from way outside. Off target with the three. Embiid against Harris. Ivy outside. Morris deciding where to go with it. To the inside. It's rebounded by Banchero. And it's Lillard with the ball for Cincinnati. And Markkanen with the stuff.
The playmaking skills of Lillard. Reads defenses so well and recognizes when they've left a teammate uncovered.
Ivy. It's rebounded by Banchero. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pistons.
Substitution on the court.
First quarter of play, a minute in. Here's Hayes. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Tie game in Detroit. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
The away team, 2.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, looking at what we've seen from the Pistons, what do you think?
Well, things have gone the way they wanted here in the first period.
Sometimes you have a quarter where everything just goes according to plan. Superb start to this game for them.
On the court for the Lions. They've got Aaron Gordon. Zach LaVine out there with James Harden. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's George in at the small forward position. Harden against Hayes. Six on the shot clock. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Well, Greg, given the proud history of the Pistons, the teens were an especially rough decade for them.
Yeah, I mean, nothing much went right for them. But I'll say this for Detroit fans, they never give up on their team. It's as faithful a fan base as you'll find.
And he drops it first.
The size Hayes possesses at his position is unique. He's good at using his physical advantages.
Wiseman, he's checked in for the Pistons. Harris comes in for Thompson. Hits both from the stripe. Now Lillard. On the wing, Harden. Defended by Burks. Harden can't hit.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Burks no good. A little mid-range shot is up. And Harden gets it to go on the assist by Embiid.
And just taking what the defense gives him, it's good to see Harden knock down the mid-range jumper.
Out left to the wing. Wiseman. That shot off. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Lions out in front, up by 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Fans, your Pistons dance team.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. For the Lions, Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
Well, I like what I'm seeing on the offensive end. They're keeping things simple, getting to their spots and executing. Nothing fancy, kind of like Shaq said.
And Shaq, how about what you saw from the Pistons?
And their defense has been an absolute disaster, offering little to no resistance, allowing the other team to walk all over them. They need to show way more fight in the second half, or they're going to get trampled.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And here's Cincinnati. 3-point lead. They've got Monte Morris. Marvin Bagley is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Ivy. And it's Wiseman in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half.
Nice speed from Jaden. You can see him making strides as a playmaker.
Pass to Morris. Oh, the slam dunk by Morris.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Here's Wiseman. James Wiseman, a monster down low.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans, going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Here's Lillard, and the jumper is good at the free throw line.
Stepping in for that shot, great idea by Dame.
Ivy against Booker. Ivy's shot is off.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Pistons ahead, leading by a point. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for the Lions, Zach LaVine out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Cade Cunningham. Then it's James Harden. And it's Markkanen in at center. Now here's Nunn. Gordon brings the double team. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bagley. The rebound by Markkanen.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Offensive rebound. Gordon. Money.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
So for the Pistons, Wiseman comes in for Livers. And it's Morris in for Nunn. Gordon, no good on the free throw.
Now, this right here could decide the game. Now, it's all up to Aaron Gordon. He is a cool customer.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Morris. Shoots over Harden. Oh, no good! And now we've got an intentional foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second.
There's a moxie to Embiid. I mean, he calls a lot of attention to himself and ruffles some feathers, but he backs it up.
And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. Detroit calls timeout. They're down by 1. 8 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
right, we present our New Balance player of the game, Joel Embiid.
Defensively, they were not prepared for his inside game. They were not able to deny him the ball, and once he got it, he was so quick and able to get to work. Just a masterful performance in the paint tonight.
And here's Ivy from the arc. The three won't fall. So the Lions win it. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
James, when a game gets close down the stretch